Hey, good morning, everybody. It's early mornings LALATE. How are ya? Did you crush the Monday? Well, Monday was Crush the Stimulus Check. If you did not catch the shocking developments about the Cash Act, that's C-A-S-H, Cash Act, that passed the House of Representatives last night. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you how exciting this bill is and why it will not be called for an ultimate final vote in the Senate today. It's going to be set up for Biden stimulus. Third stimulus check and third stimulus package. It has provisions that you never would have heard of, never thought of would ever happen. A retroactive stimulus check? Yes. $8,000 stimulus check? Yes. Stimulus check for adult dependents? Yes. Multiple stimulus checks for adult dependents who are behind? Yes. Oh my goodness. It was downpouring here in Los Angeles today, but yes, last night. But boy, it was downpouring stimulus check bills in Washington, D.C. This is Early Mornings LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Early Mornings LA. Thank you for joining me on Early Mornings LA. Boy, what a day it is. The developments across the board are just shocking, and stuff came out late yesterday that no one saw coming. So there's a reason why this channel is 24 hours a day. The only channel of this nature, 24 hours around the clock. We started on overnight LALATE with EIDL right before this video. Then after that was PUA. EIDL is at 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. PUA is at 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you missed them, you can go on the channel. They're now archived. Boy, and after this video at 6:30 a.m. Early Mornings LA continues, so please subscribe. Please subscribe because no one is delivering this breadth of reporting. Over 12 videos a day, 24 hours a day, videos from 1 a.m. to 1 a.m. the next day. So please subscribe. Hit that alert button as well so you don't miss a video. Sometimes I'm going live when I'm supposed to be taped. And I'm so glad that you joined me. And also like this video. It helps in the algorithm rankings. Over there is an instant premiere. And as an instant premiere, you're able to interact with your Purple Power buddies and chat along and say, hey, what do you think about this Cash Act? Or Cow Shack, as I call it. What a day it is. It's an instant premiere, always featured on Early Mornings LALATE. And it's also featured on the video after this if you tune in when the show debuts. This show's debuting at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you start the new morning is, boy, the Cash Act is just leaving people dumbfounded, shocked, delighted, and a little bit confused. In this video, I'm going to go over what's in the Cash Act. And in the video after this at 6:30, I'm going to go back to the second stimulus because I know it's a lot to digest. It's a lot for even me to digest. I did not see this coming. Let me first tell you all the different things that are going on. Second stimulus is what the President of the United States signed on Sunday in Mar-a-Lago. That's second stimulus. The third stimulus, as I coined the phrase, is Biden stimulus coming in January. State stimulus is what I talk about on Purple Power Live every day. That's state stimulus checks. This is something extra. This is called the Cash Act of 2020. It's something extra, but I'm reporting that I think it's being teed up to slide into third stimulus. What does it mean? It was originally supposed to be a bill to revise second stimulus. It's not going to be that way. Let me start by saying the following to make it very, very, very clear. The stimulus bill signed by the President of the United States, which became law on Sunday, is sending out a $600 stimulus check. That $600 stimulus check is on its way. It is not being stopped. It is not being blocked. What I'm about to tell you with the Cash Act does not stop that check from coming to you. So make that very, very clear. This is not a bill to block something or stop it. This is a bill to supplement it, to give you extra money on top of it. So now we're up to date on that. It also doesn't modify anything in the second stimulus package from the weekend beyond what I'm about to tell you. It supplements it, but it doesn't change things or eliminate anything. So there's nothing to worry about there. All right, so what is this Cash Act? What it does is it takes the stimulus check that's in the mail to you, $600, and says you should have got $2,000. So we're going to pay you the remainder so you get a $2,000 stimulus check per individual. That's the first thing. Second, then it's going to pay married couple $4,000. Okay. That was not unexpected. That's what we thought was going to happen. It passed the House late yesterday, but I'm going to tell you what's happening in the Senate in a few seconds. It's a big surprise, and you're only going to hear it here. Okay, so $2,000 for an individual, $4,000 for a married couple. No surprise. This is what the president wanted. Where are the surprises? The first surprise is that children would get $2,000, not $600. Okay, that's the first surprise. Second surprise, family of four. $2,000 each, $8,000. Yeah, that's really nice. So married couple, 2 kids, $8,000. Single mom, 3 kids, $8,000. Wow. Okay. I got 2 more surprises, and each one is better than the next. The next surprise is that adult dependents get a stimulus check under this bill. Oh my goodness. So in essence, the answer is yes for everything. Well, what if yes, you're getting a stimulus check. Well, what if, yes, you're getting a stimulus check. There's absolutely no reason. There's no answer. The only person who's not going to get a stimulus check is someone who made over $75,000 2019 earnings. Again, over $75,000 2019 earnings. Otherwise, you're getting a stimulus check, $2,000. There is no one that's excluded from this, whether you're an adult dependent, whether you're on SSI. No one is excluded. You're all getting $2,000. Adult dependents are getting a stimulus check of $2,000. Okay, so you said there's one other surprise? Yeah, there's one other surprise. It's the best one of all of them. The adult dependents who did not get a first stimulus check in the spring, yeah, you know what I'm about to say. They're going to pay you now retroactively for that check you didn't get. I'm not joking. This is just insanely delicious. If you did not get a first stimulus check because you're an adult dependent, because you're on someone else's tax return, you did not get that $500 stimulus check as adult dependent. You did not get that $1,200 stimulus check as an adult dependent in the spring. You are going to get that adult dependent check now under this bill. Oh my goodness. Retroactive checks, $8,000 stimulus checks for a family, adult dependents getting stimulus checks. It doesn't get any better than this. How is this going to happen? How is this going to happen? What's going to go on? Let me explain to you. And this is the only thing you're going to hear from me. You're not going to hear this from anyone else. Nancy's not going to tell this to you, but I know this is what Nancy's doing. First of all, it doesn't usually take a day to get it to a vote. I had been reporting that it was going to be voted on the Senate today. I was mistaken. It takes us a couple of days normally because they need enough people in place to vote for the bill. They don't have enough people in place to vote for the bill. So that's the first thing. They were never going to vote for it today on Tuesday. That was a mistake I made. The good news is that they're going to let this bill sit in the Senate. And ultimately, they may call it for a vote. It may not ultimately get enough people ready to go for it. But they're not going to kill this bill this week, is my prediction. They are going to set it up and leave it there, like they left the HEROES Act, like they left the HEROES Act light, like they've let other bills sit in the Senate. They're going to let it sit there and have it teed up for after January 5th. After January 20th. They're waiting the Democrats for the Senate to potentially fall to the Democrats after the 2 Georgia Senate races on January 5th, and after Biden comes in on January 20th to make it law right then. That's the big surprise. It's delicious. Now, viewers have asked me, okay, so what if the Senate remains GOP? Then this act, this is not the second stimulus package. This is called the Cash Act. This is only called the Cash Act. This thing that I'm talking about, the retroactive check, the $2,000. This Cash Act would die if the Senate remains GOP. It's as simple as that. Again, to recap, your second stimulus package is law. The $600 stimulus check is in the mail. It's coming. All that is coming. What this is an attempt to give you additional money through a very, very tricky way. It's basically saying, here's a lot of money. Give us those 2 Senate seats in Georgia. You don't give us those 2 Senate seats, well, you're not going to have this money. Give us those 2 Senate seats in Georgia. You'll have this money just a few days later. How delicious is that? Now, yesterday, a series of Republicans came out in favor of the Cash Act. A series of Democrats came out in favor of the Cash Act. And boy, the comments were just overwhelming. Now, the Cash Act was not exactly how we thought it was going to be. Marco Rubio, Republican, came out in favor of it. Other Republicans said this is really good. Now, some Republicans voted against it for obvious reasons. This is not a $300 billion stimulus check bill. Remember, a $1,200 stimulus check bill where the children are $500 is $300 billion. This is, this is a lot of money. This is, I don't know how much money. This is 800 billion, 900 billion, a trillion. This is a lot of money for one stimulus check. Now, I know what you're asking me. I know what you're about to say. Is this the multiple stimulus checks of Biden? No, this is not the multiple stimulus checks of Biden. This is a way to basically fix the prior stimulus checks. They've done this before. Marco Rubio was actually one of the people who tried to fix the first stimulus as well. There was a lot of things about people didn't qualify and they didn't get a check because they didn't qualify for this. Marco Rubio, who's a Republican, has been a very big advocate for fixing eligibility. But boy, this is all really exciting. In the video right after this, I'm going to go over second stimulus and what is in the second stimulus package, which is law. This, the Cash Act, is separate from this. This is a separate thing. How would you describe it? It's sort of like a fix-it bill. It's a bill to fix other things. It is not the third stimulus package. It is not the second stimulus package. It's a fix-it bill to fix the second stimulus package and to fix the first stimulus package. Really, really exciting. So what is in the third stimulus package? In this video, I'm going to go to that right now. What is coming in third stimulus, which I coined a phrase for about a couple of weeks ago? Third stimulus check and third stimulus package. What's in there? 1, hazard pay. 2, multiple stimulus checks. 3, SSI and SSDI. 4, EIDL grant. 5, remainder of EIDL grant. 6, CDC grant. 7, eviction moratorium, mortgage forbearance, student loan debt for forbearance. 8, what else? The Lifeline grant, $50,000. So much in third stimulus check and third stimulus package. So you see how I'm separating subjects out so things are very clear for you. Let me go over each of those one by one. If you're just joining me at the 10-minute mark, after this video, I will come back on Early Mornings LATE at 6:30 to go over what's in second stimulus. Everything from SNAP to what's going on with your UI and your PUA. A lot of great questions you've been dropping. I'll be answering those in that video coming up in about 15 minutes after this video. All right, so what's in third stimulus check and third stimulus package? First, hazard pay. Pelosi had drafted hazard pay under the HEROES Act, $10,000 for $13 an hour from January all the way up to 60 days after the pandemic ended. SSI and SSDI, the three things, you all love them. $200 a month from January to December, but I think the first month's payment will be delayed and they'll pay it to you in February. Then a new benchmark that would tie your benefits to something other than COLA, and a new raise up to 20%. Next, EIDL grant. What I'm telling viewers across the board is that second stimulus from last weekend has EIDL grant in it, but it is only for the inner city community. I don't think it's going to be open for anyone else because of Jovita Carranzo. When Jovita Carranzo's gone in a few weeks, you're going to just see a floodgate of people being able to get stuff for EIDL grant they never got. That's Biden stimulus. That's third stimulus. Remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant, EIDL grant you never got, EIDL grant you can apply for, so much more. So I did hazard pay, I did SSI, I did EIDL grant. Next, you're going to see FPUC retroactive back to July at $600 a week. This is really exciting, good news. Then you're going to see the CDC grant for essential workers. I don't know how much it is because the bill's not clear. Then the Lifeline grant, $50,000. That's for that is up to $50,000. So this is all really exciting. The eligibility for that is also really unclear. PPP, more SNAP, UI, PUA, and FPUC forward further than March where we are now, and so much more. And then I believe on day one, you're going to see an executive order. The executive order will be mortgage forbearance, eviction moratorium, not CDC eviction moratorium. That's just awful. I hate that. I hate that CDC. I don't dislike it. Well, I don't hate it. I just don't think it should be done that way. It should be just normal eviction moratorium. And then finally, student loan debt forgiveness. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Really exciting news. So in the video right after this, I will be back on for early mornings at LALATE at 6:30 to go over the deal provisions of the second stimulus package. They're all really great news. Remember, none of the things of the second stimulus package have been changed by the CARES Act. Everything's coming out. Everything's on its way. Everything's going out. By the Cash Act. What's with the C's? It's either the C's or the B's. The Cash Act of 2020, or the Cash Act of December, or the Cow Shack. It's like it's Welcome Back, Carter. The Cow Shack. The Cow Shack. The Cow Shack does not change anything of your second stimulus check or second stimulus package, so stay calm with that. Join me in just a few minutes at 6:30. And if you've not watched EID on PUA on Overnight's LA, catch that as well. Meantime, like and subscribe. And as always, stay informed, stay smiling, stay in LA for more.